Hello everyone, I'm Big Al with Country Music News International. We're here in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. As I had mentioned in previous videos, we have people from all over the world that come here and they want to be a country star. And I think this young lady that is sitting beside me with a guitar in her hand and that pretty red hair, her name, Caitlin May. And Caitlin, you're not from Nashville, Tennessee, so where are you from?
I'm from Wales in the UK, although I have to say Nashville, since I've been visiting, my first time visiting was back in May of last year, Nashville feels more like home than home actually does.
So this is a pretty hard question, so are you ready? You ready for a serious one? Okay. So did you fly or did you walk to Nashville?
I walked. I walked the line.
Oh, that's great. I wasn't expecting that answer. Tell us a little bit about music in Wales and in the UK, and maybe give us a little bit of a difference in the music here that you've experienced in the UK.
So the music scene in the UK is hugely different to what it is here in Music City. The country music scene is growing, especially the modern country music scene, because even just a few years ago, if you said you were a modern country singer, people had no idea really what that meant or what it entailed. And for a long time, anytime I mentioned country music, it was Dolly Parton or nothing. That was the only thing people could really relate to. So it's definitely growing in the UK now, and people are much more open to hearing original songs and to getting on board and supporting, especially independent artists. I know that there's a country festival back in the UK called C2C, and that has really helped the country music scene grow over there, and it's such a blast. I was able to go there for the first time last year, and this year I was in Nashville, which I wouldn't have changed for the world, but I had to miss it, unfortunately. But hopefully in 2024 I'll be playing one of the stages there.
So music background, did that come from your mom or your dad, or both?
So I am the first totally musically inclined person in my family that we know of. My parents are both super outgoing, so I definitely think I get that trait from them. But musically, they don't really know where I came from. My grandmum loves the arts, but she's more of a drama, acting kind of inclined person, and I love the arts and acting as well, but music definitely stole my heart from a very young age, and my passion for it only grows.
I love the dialogue between us. Your mind is so crisp and clear. So let's move to a young lady named Carrie Underwood. There would be people here in Nashville that would absolutely cut their right arm off just to touch her. How did you get to sing with her?
So this was back when I was 16, I think, for my 16th birthday, possibly my 17th birthday. I'd never been to a concert up until this point, and my parents wanted to surprise me and take me to see Carrie Underwood, and I had no idea. And as they booked the tickets, they realized you could audition to perform with her on stage, and they were like, well, if we don't tell her, she will kill us. She will never forgive us. And so they let me in on part of this surprise. There were other surprises that they were able to keep. And I auditioned to sing The Champion with her. And I got it. And it was the most incredible experience ever. It was the largest crowd I'd played to. It was 7,000 people. And it was her first time in Cardiff, which is the city right where I live. So it was honestly the best night ever. And unfortunately, a few months later was when we went into lockdown, so it kind of went from 7,000 people to an online audience, which was very different, I think, for us all to get used to. But I think everything happens for a reason, and she was so kind and down to earth, and actually sharing a stage with her was a dream.
Okay, so you got the guitar on your lap there, so you've absolutely intrigued me, and I know that all of you out there are intrigued by what this little girl sounds like with the red hair from over there in Wales and the UK. Get to sing with Carrie Underwood. So would you please give us maybe a minute or so sample of what you can do, girl? I want to hear you.
Of course, yeah.
Great. Let's do it.
Okay, so this song is called Fiona, and it was actually the first song that I ever wrote acoustically when I learned to play guitar in lockdown. So back when I played with Carrie Underwood, I actually couldn't play an instrument. I'd never really picked one up. And then a few months later, I decided that I was going to jump into the world of kind of guitars and figure it out one step at a time. Riding in on a white horse, thinking I should have stayed at home, holding on to the silent nights I spent all on my own. My mirror shows those stormy eyes I've come to know so well. Fake a smile for all to see outside the gates of hell. My princess towers taller than Fiona's. She's the lucky one in my book. My fire breathing dragon who's deceiving. He could kill with just one look. He could kill with just one look.
I think I like it. It really sounds good. Caitlin May, give us your website and all your information so we can come and find you.
So you can find me across all social media platforms at Caitlin May Music, and my website is www.caitlinmay.com.
Thank you so much, and for the great entertainment being here with us on Country Music News International.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a blast.
I have too. I look forward to seeing more from you. That is for sure. Folks, for more country music news on country or bluegrass music, you can always check out countrymusicnewsinternational.com. Once again, in Music City, USA, I'm Big Al with Country Music News International.